Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Bob Batcher, Executive Director of Prime Plus Senior Centers, and this is Prime Time with Bob. We are in for a roller coaster ride. I have no idea what's going to happen because we are totally off script. Which Hugh Copeland from Hurrah Players, you're not supposed to be off script, right?
Sometimes.
Is it okay? Because we
like improv.
Only you can introduce the person who on my screen is right below us.
Yeah.
Sharon Davison Cook.
Yes.
What do you have to say about her? She's not listening.
No, she's not listening.
She never listens. Why would she listen now?
Right. She does listen. There are people that come in and out of your life, but there's some people that come in and thank God don't leave. And that's Sharon and Hugh. We met during the Booker T. Washington days. We went to Booker T at the same time. And we had a bond then because of her talent, her humor, her spirit, her devotion to what she's doing. So when Hurrah became a company, it was natural to bring that in. She was an educated woman with a family, but a love for theater and education, a caring for people. And I think our bond grew even stronger. But yeah, Sharon and I are just very connected as friends, as educators, as directors, as I've directed her in many shows. We just love and care for each other. And one of the things I love about this, Black Girl Magic, at first Sharon was going to do a show about some outstanding Black people of color women who were entertainers. And then she realized there's so many women of color who in science and medicine and educating, we don't celebrate. We don't know. We need to be reminded. So it's a much broader area to educate people. Black Girl Magic does two things. It totally entertains and it totally educates. And that's because Sharon has put so much research. This show could be a 5-day show. Let's face it, if you're going to celebrate all that.
Don't give her that much liberty.
Yeah, it's a series. It's going to be a series.
So this show came out of her head.
It came, oh, Lord, yes. It came out of her head, researched, cast, directed, and I just sit on the side and go, this is good.
Well, okay. In my attempt to being a true journalist, you passed off something, and I'm going to call you out on it. How old was Sharon when you were at Booker T?
Lord.
We were both there at the same time. We went.
I know. I'm going to get to that. How old was Sharon when you were at Booker T?
I think we met at 15, 16. She was.
Okay.
14.
Sharon Cook, you are the model of pre-Hurrah and the foundation of Hurrah. How old was Hugh when he was at Booker T?
I grew up in North Carolina.
No idea.
And they don't keep records, thank God.
He's Peter Pan. We have no idea.
They keep records in North Carolina.
Yeah. He doesn't even like us to say happy birthday.
He was older than you, right?
Just about a smidget.
It was beginning TJ.
Okay. Just a little smidget.
Can you, before we get talking, I need to see your official profile picture for Zoom.
Oh, Lord, let's see.
Can you pull that up?
Yeah. Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have your students seen that picture?
Yes, they have. And I have it there on purpose.
Do you teach like that?
Yes, and I attend meetings like that.
Okay. Now,
if the meeting is I just click her on. Like, okay.
Tell us about that. Was that at Booker T?
No, that was not. This is at Hurrah. This is the very first time that we did Disney's Little Mermaid. And I was playing the role of Ursula. And my hair back then, I had locks. And so we were trying to figure out what to do with my hair, and was like, why don't we just use my hair? And so the makeup artist, I can't remember his name, Hugh, but he just took some floral. What was it?
Charles,
yeah. Charles took some floral wiring and just wrapped my locks around the wiring. and then he sprayed it white. And
Unbelievable.
so I thought it was so clever and creative, but it was a pain in the butt because, I mean, think about it. After every night having to wash all that crap out of your hair, then come back again and put it back in again. Hugh knows I hate costumes, and I just
Unbelievable.
want to do
She's
the
never been
show.
the same. She's never been the same after this.
I know. And then you reprised the role a few years later.
Right. And of
You know,
course, then we had a
so-
nice wig and all that. Yeah.
So you're kind of hinting at the magic of Hurrah performances. And when you come into the theater, along with what, 400 and some other people, there's
Well,
this magic that occurs on the stage. And that happened last year, right? For
Right.
this production.
Right.
What's happening this year?
Can I come back? Okay, I'm back.
Oh, that's much better.
Well, let me just say, last year sold out so quickly. We knew Sharon had created something that needed to grow, needed to be expanded, needed to continue. So we had great hopes for this year, doing it in a larger theater, doing it a longer time. And then we were forced to rethink our major plans, weren't we, Sharon?
Yes,
And
yes.
everybody
yes.
watching this can relate.
Yeah.
We all
yeah.
had to, who would have thought you'd be teaching your classes from your whatever room that is?
Right. I made it as a dining area. I made it into a classroom
Yeah,
space.
and your family listened to you.
Yeah.
They're staying out of the way.
I know. Let's hope so. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So,
We'll see.
so how are you pulling it together this year? The play is still coming out of your head.
Right. And when y'all say that, it could last more than one day, I have been thinking honestly about a sequel to this because people come to me and say, what about this person? What about that person? And I said, look, I cannot do it. I cannot put these extra people into the show. We will have to have a Black Girl Magic Part 2 or something like that in order to make that happen. But we are using Zoom, of course, to hold rehearsals. We are using some face-to-face time for rehearsals, staying in accordance to our CDC guidelines and the mandates set by the governor and all of that. But when you're a creative, where there's a will, there's a way. We're going to find a way to make it happen. And so here we are. And I just love the whole rehearsal process anyway. And so when I cast the show, I told them, I'm very blessed that you all have chosen to take this journey with me, because with every show, the rehearsal process to me is a journey. And I'm like, just hang on for the ride and let's just make it happen. And so that's what we're doing. We're making it happen. We are fortunate this year to have original music added to our production. I met a songwriter who I work with. She's a teacher. She's a Spanish teacher. She saw a post that I made about the show, and she inboxed me and said, I'm really interested in this. I'm a songwriter. So she shared with me some of her music. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're incredible. Yeah, come on, jump on board. And her name is Roberta Waters, and she is such an incredible songwriter. So we're really excited about adding that new touch to this script. You all our audience is going to be in for a treat again this year, because we're going to make it work. We are recording at the Zelders Theater we're going to be recording it that way and packaging it so that we can stream it out to our audiences
And
to the schools as well. We're streaming it. We're offering it to our local schools, preferably middle school to high school. I think that they can have a deeper appreciation for the material. And so it's going to be an exciting time, and I'm really thrilled about it.
But you're a very complex person.
Okay.
Can you say that, Hugh? So did you approach this as a teacher, as a Black woman, or as a performer?
All three.
Yeah.
That's the complexity of it. I believe that my calling is to inspire. And in inspiring people, I believe I am also called to use theater as my platform to educate. And that's what this is all about. Even, I mean, it doesn't matter what show it is. I direct Best Christmas Pageant Ever. I see that also as a way to educate my audience. I want them to walk away not only feeling inspired, but having learned something, having been introspective about their life and how the work can be applied to them as well as to greater society. So yeah, I see it too as a way to build community, because I see myself also as a community activist, an advocator for community, particularly underserved communities. So I think that what I do combines all of those things. And I'm so grateful that Hugh Copeland saw something in me, and
Well, it's busting out.
He gave me the
if you wanted to know. Wait.
I gave me the opportunity. One thing that I always will remember is the first show that he allowed me to direct. He said, and I think he saw in my face, I guess, that I was just, because my face tells it all, and I try to be, but it's hard. And he said to me, "I won't let you fail." And that was all I needed to hear to be like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Hugh, and that's a segue, because I think you've brought to light that theater is an opportunity to get understanding, no matter what kind of theater it is. And,
right.
and that the idea that there's not, the stardom is in the showing up, and that the stardom is not necessarily the person who has the lead.
Right.
Who's pulling the curtain.
You have to have the opportunity to explore your creativity. You have to have the opportunity to feel secure about yourself. Theater is a place where a lot of people who don't feel connected can come and know they are connected. It's just a joyful thing, as Sharon was saying, the whole process. And the fact that this show is going to be available to schools is another example of how Hurrah wants to reach into the community, give everybody an opportunity to experience the arts. And hopefully when we're back in full action, they'll be more involved and connected. We've never turned anybody away who wants to be a Hurrah player. The only thing, the requirement for a Hurrah player is that you want to be there.
Right.
That your mama didn't make you
come. Wait a minute, I'm going to correct you again, because I've tried to get walk-on parts where there were no lines. You never call me back.
You missed the auditions, I keep telling you.
So,
we waited.
There's always that one person. Why does it have to be me all the time?
I don't know. You were at the wrong door.
Okay, tell me, who are the people that you're portraying in this?
I can't tell you all, but some of them include Claudette Colvin, who was the 15-year-old who refused to give up her seat on the public transportation. A lot of times we like to focus on Rosa Parks, and Rosa Parks is a part of it. I love that whole scene. I can't even describe it to y'all. But anyway,
you'll have to see it when this.
I can watch it. Yeah, you'll have to see. But Claudette Colvin, we talk about dancers who have gone unrecognized. We like to focus on Misty Copeland, but before Misty, there was Raven Wilkinson. We talk about Fannie Lou Hamer, who was an activist for voting rights. There is, oh my gosh, of course we have to talk about Harriet Tubman. We have her.
Very significant women.
Yes.
But also women that, as Sharon was saying, people might not have known, and after see the show, they want to let's find out more about it.
But yeah.
Look at this new person on the horizon now, Amanda Gorman. Oh my Lord.
Right. And see, somebody asked me about her. Can you put? And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I do there's a whole scene or segment about Black writers. But I'm like, y'all, I can't do it in this show. We just gotta wait. We gotta wait.
But I think one of the things too, for the people that might be watching this, we focus so often when you were talking about Rosa Parks on the star.
Right.
But those stars sometimes have people in their backgrounds who thought they were very insignificant, but became significant in their legacy. And so every person that's watching this show can be inspired to be significant in their insignificance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, when is it going to start? Okay, I'm going to give you a deadline, Sharon.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you this too.
She dodges deadline.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We have a segment also that pays tribute to the Birmingham girls, the little girls who were.
Cool.
Yeah, but we focus a lot of attention on the fifth girl because so many times we only focus on the four girls who lost their lives. But there was a fifth girl who survived. And so I wanted to give her life and let people come to understand, oh, wow, I didn't know there was this fifth girl. Well, what's she all about? So yeah. And one of my favorite monologues is Mamie Till, the mother of the slain young boy, Emmett Till. And what is so exciting to me about that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, is this like a God connection thing? Is that Adrienne Warren is playing Mamie in this series. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that just gives me chills. I'm like, wow. And we have this incredible song that Roberta wrote. Oh gosh, y'all. It's called Carolyn. And it's really about the woman who lied. And that was what caused Emmett to lose his life. But we pay tribute to all the mothers, all the African-American mothers who have lost their children to racism. So, yeah.
Okay, so I won't use the word deadline.
Okay, come on. Look,
when can I tune in and be inspired? Starting when?
It's going to be streamed and put out there on the 26th of February. So it's a great time because it's towards the end of February going into March. February is Black History Month, but March is Women in History Month.
All right.
So we're killing two birds with one stone. Hey.
So can I watch it whenever I want to then?
Yeah.
Yes. You will be able to. Yes.
Is there a cost?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hugh is usually really good at selling tickets.
Right.
I think it's 15.
15. Yeah, we've debated that because we do want people to see it, and we have to keep it existing.
Exactly.
We need some funds coming in, but at the same time, our main purpose is for people to be aware of so many women who have gone unrecognized. And you will be entertained, you will love it, but you'll be informed and you'll be inspired.
So you go to the website to get you go to the website?
Yes, hurrahplayers.com.
Hurrahplayers.com.
Yes.
I have one more question for the two of you.
What's that?
What?
Where were you on January 20th, 2021? The inauguration.
Oh, I was here.
I was in front of my television.
Where else was I going to be?
He was teaching. Did they have school still?
We did have school. Wait, was that on the asynchronous day? Was that a Wednesday? Because Wednesdays is our asynchronous day. So yeah, teaching, but not actually teaching.
What did it mean to you to
oh my gosh,
Kamala Harris put her hand on the Bible?
Honey, I will tell you this much. I have added her to the show.
Yay.
So that's how much it meant to me. I've added her and
see the show to
and
see
Stacey. Yeah.
Don't give it away.
Stacey Abrams. Yeah. Yep. So we did.
Abrams, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. I could not let that moment go. I could not.
Amanda's coming next year.
Yes, exactly. So yeah. So I mean, that said a lot for for Black women, but not just for Black women, just for women in general, like look how far we have come. We have really broke through that glass ceiling there.
Well, I got to tell you, this old white guy did a lot of weeping in front of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, you talk about the beginning of healing.
Yes.
Song. I mean, Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah.
To Garth Brooks, who would have thought, huh?
And when she and Michelle Obama when Michelle did her little, like, you got this, I was just like, oh, this is so awesome. Yes. And so that's important. Women supporting women. That is such an important deal to me.
Well, if you got goosebumps or you were weepy or you could relate to what went on January 20th, find out the story behind a lot of that character that came out that day by tuning in after January 26th.
Starting January
26th, the play is called
Black Girl Magic.
It's an important piece.
It's go to Hurrah. The website?
HurrahPlayers.com.
And get your ticket.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. You can stream it whenever.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you guys for
Thank you. I'm grateful for what you're doing to keep the community involved.
Yes.
We can't be together, but hey, we can connect, and thank you for making this possible. And I'm always grateful for Sharon, and just because she is Sharon.
Oh, yeah. I'm grateful for you.
Cool. And Hugh, I'm looking forward to seeing you in that place right there at the Christmas party.
You better believe it.
You're gonna decorate next year.
We do. Yeah, we couldn't have a party this year, so I think we'll start probably around August 12th getting ready.
Guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate
it. Thank you, Bob.
So keep in mind, stay safe and stay connected. See you next time. Thanks a lot.